Now let me ask you a question. Did you know that everything begins with thought? And through thought, we imagine or form mental images of ideas of what and how we want things to be. Our lives reflect the way we use our mind, which is the intangible, tangible reality. For thoughts are unmanifested ideas in the mental in which we utilize to form our imaginations, which works with the physical brain. These thoughts, however, will not manifest if you, the user of the mental, does not make it happen. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. I'm fearless. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in. If you realize or reflect back from the time that you were born and began to crawl, you imagine yourself walking like the older children and the adults you've seen around you. And as soon as you became strong enough to walk, you then started to run. What this means is, as soon as we reach successive levels in our life, we then naturally begin to imagine ourselves reaching high ones. And so our thoughts lead us from one idea to another throughout our lives. Now, this is where it becomes critical, for if we are not careful, our thoughts can also lead us into mazes of confusion, where we find it very hard and difficult to free ourselves. And because of this, it is a good idea when we think of things that we most want, think of them in terms of simplicity. I cannot stress that enough. What are the main components of living for the average person? For most of us, on top of that list is usually family, followed by what we do, whether it's work or leisure. And then last but not least, income. If you want to live a joyous life, keep each of these as uncomplicated, interesting, rewarding, simple, and straightforward. Most people are unhappy in their personal life because they are not living the life they most want. Most are living a fake life based on phony values. The average person's life is based on a shadow of others. You hear what I said? The average person's life is based on the shadows of others. Now, why is that? Well, because there is no new thought or input in order for there to be effective output, which eventually sets the stage for manifestation. So in order to do a new thing, you need to be close to new ideas. And we get new ideas from learning new things. We all would agree that discrimination is bad, especially when it pertains to unjustified distinction between people. However, did you know that discrimination can also be good insofar as it pertains to what we allow to enter our minds? We should all be very choosy on what we allow to enter our mind. And so discriminatory evaluation is extremely vital to self-development. You see, when we wake up in the morning, there are thousands of outside distractions that keep us from our ultimate goals. And since most don't realize that life is lived from within out, they focus more so on the outer self. You see, it is not so much of what happens around us or to us as what happens within us that really affects us. We can each set our pace, live our own lives, meet situations and people objectively without fear and resistance. Each and every one of you can become healthy and as happy as you want to be. You only need to want. And in your pursuit of what you want, you must learn to avoid the frictions of life. The word friction etymologically means rubbing, or that which resists movement. Now, anyone who studies mechanics knows that friction is the enemy, for it causes restriction to motion. And so we can conclude that friction causes lack of harmony in one's life. By removing friction from your life, you can continue to move with ease through life. For the more friction you have, the slower you move with greater effort towards anything. So what is the problem here? Well, it all has to do with controlling your emotions. For most people are not cruising through life as smoothly as they can because of uncontrolled emotions, which is energy in motion. For many, when something bad occurs, their anger emotion allows them to feed the negative forces by way of their energy, taking them off the natural course of their wants. What is needed, however, is a systematic development of imagination so that you can live according to your purpose by staying focused by way of powerful, positive concentration and getting rid of bad habits. Building a groove for good habits that will get you where you want to be. Hope this helps. I'm Kef Ray, and this is Back to the Basic. Like, share, and subscribe. Facts we stated. You wanna know something? Go back to basics. Most saw trapping was called the Matrix. The world frivolized, yet it's hard to face it. So I spread truth, hope you embrace it.